The 30-day review of the Mark V Mini by Vox. Let's go. Let's be upfront and honest. The biggest problem that this guitar has is that it is just too accessible. Right now, I'm in a meeting. Okay, technically, I'm in a Zoom meeting, a conference call. But to save bandwidth for the host, he said, "Hey, can somebody volunteer to turn off their camera?" Hey, I got you. The whole thing puts me in mind of a parent-teacher conference when I was a social worker. The teacher was explaining that the child was not paying attention in class, and the first thing I thought was, well, why don't you just be more interesting? I've only been in the room for 3 minutes, and I'm already ignoring you. And that's the danger of this guitar. If you have it with you, whenever you get bored, you're going to play. This is 226A in North Carolina, a road that I'm spending a lot of time on lately. The road was washed out not too long ago, and so anytime you're moving across it, you have to stop for construction. And by construction, I mean they're just filling in holes with fill dirt and gravel, and hopefully they'll get to fix it properly later. You could end up sitting still for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It kind of bothers you, unless you've got something to do. And as long as I've got this guitar with me, I've got something to do. One other really sweet thing about this guitar is how little effort it was to set up. Just take the strings off, tighten up the tuners, put a little bit of graphite inside the nut, polish the fretboard, scrape a little bit of the residue off the frets, sand down the edges of the fretboard, then treat it, wipe it clean, and polish the frets. A fresh set of strings, then wait a day and set the intonation. And then its half guitar will travel. Some of the unique things about this guitar, besides the phantom shape, are the shape of the pickups. In my research, I was able to find out that basically if you want to replace the pickups, you have to replace them with Vox pickups, which are what's already there. So it's a good thing they already sound good. One of the other unique things is the content of the fretboard. It's purple heart, which is native to Central and South America. It's dense and durable and known for a slight purple cast, which deepens to a violet brown over time. It's considered an exotic wood and used for ornamentation for knife handles, furniture, and things like that. It's hard on tools, but it's prized for its strength, its resistance to decay, and for its beauty. So it should hold up in looks and strength for quite some time. So let's run down the list of the big three. The looks are very particular. I won't say peculiar, I'll say particular. Most people either like it or they don't. The looks don't affect its playability much. It will slide around on your leg just a little bit. With a little bit of pressure from your picking hand, it'll definitely hold its place. I just use a strap. So what's not a problem is solved. The scale length is 18.7 inches or 476 millimeters for our friends across the pond. And when I first started playing these, it did take some getting used to, but the width of the nut allows for proper string spacing. So the biggest issue is on the player not to slide so far when moving up and down the neck. It may be a little more expensive than the Mark III, but to me that's worth it for that switch to be in a place that's more familiar. Great guitar. Really glad I keep it with me.